Learning chemistry is like learning a skill. Any skill, learning a new language, learning to play a sport, learning how to play golf, for example, you wouldn't expect to be able to do that without practicing it. So as you scroll down through the syllabus more, you find the first key to success is practice, practice, practice. Practice is only effective though when you get feedback on your work. So some of these go hand in hand. If I just tell you to practice a bunch of problems, if you don't know if you're doing them correctly, it's not really helping you, right? So the design of this course is set up so that you can learn some of the basic concepts from our online textbook, practice applying them, get feedback on your work, and then when you're not fully understanding something or fully able to demonstrate a skill, to have us help you through that process individually. So since everyone thinks about the world in a slightly different way, everyone has different preconceptions about the natural world, everyone's brain processes information and develops connections to allow you to demonstrate and really ingrain these new skills in your mind and abilities in your mind differently. We have to address everyone individually. So the first way that you're going to get practice in this course is through the online textbook. And so that's mentioned a little bit further down in the syllabus here. When you're working on the online textbook, just show you what that looks like. Here it is. So this is organized where each day's content starts off with some bullet points about what you're expected to be able to do and what skills and concepts you'll have mastered after you go through this section. There's background information you can read like a standard textbook, and then most of these have questions that are embedded there, right? So this is your first opportunity to practice. So these are the questions I'm referring to. Throughout the textbook in all of these sections, there are lots of questions for you to answer. So when you answer each one of these questions, the textbook will tell you whether your answer is correct. If it's not correct, that's your first opportunity to get some individualized instruction. So you'll have 2 tries to answer these correctly. If you don't get it correct on your first try, you should reach out to me or the tutors and have us discuss the problem with you, help correct any misconceptions you might have about the concepts or skills involved, and really set you on the right path so you can answer that question correctly, earn credit for it, and move on to the next topic and the next question that might be present in the textbook, right? So there's also videos that are embedded in here, old lecture capture videos of mine, right? So when you're learning a new skill, it's helpful to have someone explain it to you, which is what the textbook is for. It's helpful to have someone demonstrate it to you, which is what the videos are for. And then you've got to practice it. And you've got to get feedback on your practice to know whether what you're doing is reasonable and to allow you to make adjustments as necessary so you can really gain mastery in these skills, with these skills and concepts. So to access the online textbook, go back to the syllabus here. You can scroll down to the textbook section here. You can follow these instructions. Make sure you enter in our specific course code to join our course. Then you'll be able to start working through the sections of the textbook. And again, this is a competency-based course. It's a self-paced course. There aren't any specific due dates for these assignments in TopHat, but you want to work through them at a deliberate pace, working as regularly as possible, trying to work your way through there. You don't want large gaps in time when you're not focusing on chemistry at all, because you'll start to forget the skills that you've already started to master. It really does build on itself a little at a time. So you got to make sure that you stay regular with this and keep practicing on a regular basis. And as I said, there's videos and questions embedded in the TopHat textbook. And so getting through those, answering the questions correctly, and seeking out help when you're not answering them correctly is really the way to get started in this class. The schedule here in the syllabus shows which day's content from TopHat will be on which exams. We're going to have 7 exams this semester, and then we'll have a comprehensive final exam at the end. Um, if you take more than a semester to get through this, that's okay. You'll get an incomplete at the end, and then your grade will be changed to a formal letter grade once you complete all the assignments and take all the exams. So there's no need to necessarily rush through this. If you don't master and really fully understand some of these concepts that occur in the beginning of the semester, you're really not going to be able to be successful later on. So we really need to take the time to work through these deliberately and focus on them so that you can master the skills and concepts involved here. And then later in the semester, when you get to more challenging skills and concepts, you'll have the foundation necessary to be successful. And because the TopHat textbook allows you 2 tries to get a question correct, there's no reason why everyone shouldn't be able to get full credit for this part of your grade. It's not a huge part of your grade, but it's a significant chunk. And as I said before, if you're not answering questions correctly on the first try, you should seek help so that you can get the help you need to answer them correctly on the second try. And if you do, you'll have full credit on all of those questions by the time you're finished with this course.